In the early 2000s, Yahoo had the chance to buy Google. The asking price was only around $1 million at first. Yahoo declined. Years later, Yahoo considered buying Google again. Once again, the deal never happened. Then Yahoo had the chance to buy Facebook. It walked away. Today, Google and Facebook are worth trillions. Yahoo is not. How did one company make so many catastrophic mistakes? Jerry Yang and David Filo didn't set out to build an empire. In 1994, inside a cramped Stanford trailer, they pieced together a hand-built directory of their favorite websites. They called it Jerry and David's Guide to the World Wide Web, a name that sounded like a student project because it was. But the internet was exploding, and their directory became a lifeline for anyone trying to find anything online. By the next year, the project had a new name, Yahoo, a word that felt bold, irreverent, and just a little bit wild, perfectly suited to a digital frontier. Investors saw something big. Yahoo incorporated in March 1995 and went public in April 1996. On its first day of trading, Yahoo's stock price soared 270%. Money poured in. The company moved fast, hiring, expanding, and turning its quirky directory into a one-stop portal for the internet. In 1997, Yahoo Mail launched, followed by Yahoo News, Yahoo Finance, Yahoo Sports, and Yahoo Search. Each new service pulled millions more into its orbit. By 1999, Yahoo wasn't just a website, it was the internet's front door. 95 million page views a month, the most visited site in the world. The logo was everywhere, plastered across web browsers and TV ads, promising a curated, trusted gateway to the digital world. In early 2000, Yahoo's valuation surged, pushing Yahoo's market cap above $125 billion. Inside the company, the mood was unstoppable. Jerry Yang and David Filo had built the internet's default starting point. To the outside world, it looked like Yahoo had already won the future. But sometimes, the greatest danger is believing you can't lose. Spring, 1998. Two young PhD students from Stanford, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, walked into Yahoo's headquarters with a wild idea. They weren't pitching a business plan or a vision. They were offering something concrete. Their new search engine, Google. The price? About $1 million. It was a number that could have fit in the corner of Yahoo's marketing budget. Larry and Sergey weren't looking to build an empire. They just wanted to sell their technology and get back to their research. Tim Kugel, Yahoo's CEO, sat at the table. Jerry Yang and David Filo listened as the founders explained what made Google different. Their algorithm could find the most relevant results on the web, cutting through the noise. But Yahoo's leadership saw things differently. To them, search was just another feature, a way to keep users bouncing around the portal, clicking through news, mail, and finance. They believed their directory and partnerships with other search providers were more than enough. The offer was dismissed. Yahoo's board saw Google as a side project, too small to matter. $1 million for a search engine? Not worth the distraction. Larry and Sergey left with their company still in their hands. In that moment, Yahoo turned away the future, convinced it already owned it. Yahoo's entire business was built on one idea: keep people inside the portal for as long as possible. Every click, every extra minute on Yahoo's pages was another chance to serve a banner ad. The company measured its power in page views, time on site, and the size of its display ad inventory. The more users lingered, the more ads Yahoo could sell to big brands. Each 1,000 views, or CPM, added up like coins in a jar. But while Yahoo obsessed over holding attention, Google was quietly chasing something else: intent. Larry Page saw search as a way to answer questions instantly and send users on their way. Google didn't want to trap people, it wanted to help them leave, fast, satisfied, and likely to return. Instead of CPM banner ads, Google sold cost-per-click search ads, making money only when someone acted on their curiosity. By the early 2000s, the contrast was already costing Yahoo. In a twist, Yahoo paid Google $7.2 million to power its search results, while Google paid Yahoo $1.1 million for promotional help. Yahoo's portal depended on Google search, but the company still clung to its old playbook. Every partnership, every dollar spent, was a bet on keeping users in the walled garden. That garden was slowly losing its purpose. The real business wasn't just about holding attention. It was about knowing what people wanted and helping them find it before anyone else could. In 2006, Yahoo saw another shot at the future, a chance to buy a fast-growing social network called Facebook. The offer on the table was staggering for the time, $1 billion in cash. Mark Zuckerberg, just 22 years old, listened as Yahoo's team made their pitch. For a brief moment, it looked like the deal might actually happen. But then the markets wobbled. Yahoo's board got cold feet. They slashed their offer to $850 million, hoping Zuckerberg would blink. Instead, he walked. Peter Thiel, Facebook's main investor, backed him up. They believed Facebook's potential was worth far more than any quick payout. The decision stunned Yahoo's negotiators. In one tense meeting, years of ambition evaporated. Zuckerberg and Thiel closed the door on the deal, choosing risk over a guaranteed fortune. Facebook stayed independent, and its user numbers kept climbing. Yahoo, once the king of the web, had missed another chance to own the next era of the internet, this time not through ignorance, but hesitation at the worst possible moment. 6 CEOs cycled through Yahoo's corner office in just 11 years. Each one arrived with a new vision, a new promise, and a fresh set of priorities. Terry Semel brought the swagger of Hollywood, chasing content deals and blockbuster partnerships. Jerry Yang, once the architect of Yahoo's rise, returned as CEO only to face impossible choices and mounting pressure. Carol Bartz, sharp and no-nonsense, was hired to cut costs and force a turnaround. Marissa Mayer arrived from Google, hailed as a savior, but found herself steering a ship already taking on water. Inside the company, the ground never stopped shifting. One year, the future was social networking. Yahoo 360 was supposed to be the answer. A year later, it was news aggregation with Buzz, or mobile with Go. None lasted, none stuck. Employees watched as each project was launched with fanfare, then quietly abandoned when the next leader took over. By the late 2000s, internal surveys showed engagement had cratered from 78% to just 54%. People stopped knowing who owned what. Product teams drifted, waiting for the next reorganization, the next memo, the next savior. Even Jerry Yang, once above the chaos, was now caught inside it. The company that once felt untouchable was now defined by second-guessing, resets, and a revolving door at the top. In 2002, Yahoo still held the crown in United States search. Their portal drew more eyes, more clicks, and more ad dollars than any rival. Google, not yet a household name, trailed behind, just another upstart with a clever algorithm and a clean white page. But beneath the surface, a different game was unfolding. Google's cost-per-click ad model, powered by AdWords and AdSense, turned every search into a potential sale. Advertisers flocked to it, chasing results they could measure in real time. Yahoo's banner ads started to look old-fashioned, broad, flashy, but less effective with each passing quarter. By 2005, the numbers told a new story. Google's share of United States search had surged past Yahoo's, and the gap only widened from there. Revenue that once trickled in for Google in 2001, barely $19 million, exploded to $6 billion by 2005 and kept climbing, hitting $66 billion by 2015. While Yahoo's portal stuck to display ads and content partnerships, Google unleashed a wave of products: YouTube, Android, Chrome, each one pulling more users into its orbit. The race was over before Yahoo even realized it had started. The company that once defined the internet now watched as Google became the internet's organizing force, leaving Yahoo's old kingdom in the dust. Revenue reached its highest point in 2010. For a moment, it looked like Yahoo might finally find its footing. But the numbers did not hold. Year after year, revenue slipped. $5.3 billion, then $5.1 billion, then $4.9 billion. The decline was steady, impossible to ignore. With every lost dollar, the pressure from investors mounted. In 2015, Starboard Value, an activist hedge fund, launched a public campaign demanding drastic change. They called for new leadership, threatened a proxy fight, and made it clear the era of waiting for a turnaround was over. Inside Yahoo, hope was running out. The board, now under siege, began searching for an exit. In July 2016, Verizon stepped in with a $4.83 billion offer for Yahoo's core business. The deal closed in June 2017, ending more than 2 decades of independence. What remained were stakes in Alibaba and Yahoo Japan, valuable, but just pieces of a broken crown. The Yahoo brand, once the front door to the internet, was now a shell sold off for a fraction of its former worth. In tech, missing the future rarely looks like a dramatic collapse. It is a slow drift, opportunity after opportunity, slipping away while the world changes overnight. Some companies lose because they are too small. Yahoo lost because it couldn't see the value of what was standing right in front of it.